And right now, we are going to go to Darwin. We're going to talk to His Excellency Bagus Hendarning Kobarsi, Indonesian Consul General in Darwin, Australia.
All right, let's go to Northern Australia in Darwin. Hello, good morning, sir. Selamat Hari Merdeka. Happy Independence Day.
Hello, good evening here.
Good evening, that's right.
Merdeka.
So, sir, please tell us, how has been the atmosphere in Darwin been today on the 80th anniversary of Indonesia's independence?
Well, I think the situation, the atmosphere is really very conducive, very fruitful.
Okay.
We have we have make our flag raising this morning, 8:30, and around 200 Indonesian citizens is attending the flag raising. And also after that, after flag raising, follow it up by what we call it nasi tumpang, cutting nasi tumpang, and give to three eminent person, Indonesian eminent person in Darwin. The first is Miss Ella Kari. She is project coordinator for Indonesian Collaboration Lead of Menses School, who is very active in menses of tropical disease such as malaria. The second, we give to the Mr. Gilbert Tanoto, awardee of CDU Student Award, and student ambassador and from NT Education. And the last, we give to Madam Oli Carlson. He is the Diaspora Indonesia, who's now becoming one of the member of parliament and part of the ruling government in the NT territory. So it's very fruitful situation, and they're very interested to join the flag raising ceremony. And as always, we always also promote our culinary, and also we have a gathering with a very friendly situation.
Wow, since you've had a really busy day, Your Excellency, there in Darwin.
Looks very lively,
Yeah.
sir. So we heard that you also had family gatherings and games as part of the Independence Day events. Now, how did those bring Indonesians there closer together, sir?
Yes, actually on 2nd of August, we organized fun games and gathering for Indonesian communities in one of the biggest garden in Darwin. And also we celebrate the Children Day of Indonesia, actually, who celebrate on 23 of July 2025. During this event, we make some program with the children, diaspora children. We make a conversation, very friendly conversation with the kids, who try to promote and to maintain the capability to speak and learn Indonesian language. The second, as always happen everywhere, we make a fun games like sarung estafet, and then tug of war, sack races, gaple, and then any kind of fun games. Also with poco-poco and some dances. It's very popular in Indonesia. And as you know that there are many from Eastern Indonesian citizens here, from Flores, from Ambon, Papua, Lombok, Bali, Makassar. So this very dynamic person here, and we can make a very good connection between each other. Even one of the Indonesian citizen, or they are diaspora Indonesian who descended from the Indonesian from the 1 or 2 generation ago.
Oh, wow. I mean, we would love to learn more actually about the Indonesian diaspora in Darwin, because when we talk about Indonesian communities in Australia, we usually learn there's a lot living in Melbourne, in Victoria, or in New South Wales, like in Sydney, but we don't hear a lot about the Indonesian diaspora in the Northern Territories, especially in Darwin. Please tell us more, Your Excellency, like how many Indonesians are living there, what are their occupants, what are their professions? We want to know more, better, of course, about the Indonesians there.
Well, nowadays there are around 1,400 Indonesian diaspora in Darwin, and usually they are workers, F&B industry, hospitality, mining, and agriculture.
Okay.
And the second, they are students. They are studying at the Charles Darwin University, one of the public and popular public university in Darwin. And also they are nurse. They are working with the medical industry, hospitality, like aged care, daycare, and also, of course, housewife who is married with the local people, and then they stay here in Darwin. In terms of quantity, it's not too much, 1,400, but in the future, this population will be growing because Darwin is the closest part in Australia from Indonesia. Actually, only 2.5 hours flight from Darwin to Denpasar. And it is shorter than flight from Darwin to Melbourne, Canberra, or Sydney, or Perth. And then I think this still will be one of the advantages in Darwin. And of course, another thing is Darwin is very strategic in terms of the mining cooperations, tourism, and also for the people-to-people contact between Indonesia and Australia. That's why our mission here in Consulate, we try to promote more and closer relations between Darwin and Indonesia, especially eastern part of Indonesia, because we try to promote another Bali in Indonesia, in eastern Indonesia. As you know, there are Labuan Bajo, and then Raja Ampat, and in Sulawesi there is Bunaken, something like that. And how to promote this to the people of Australia, because now in terms of tourism, Australia is the biggest tourist to Indonesia, especially to Bali, to Denpasar. This position replacing the tourists from this destination to New Zealand. Last year, most of them they go to New Zealand, but now most of them they went to Denpasar through Darwin. So this is a very good potentiality, and then it is, I think, the modalities that we can develop in the future.
Pak Bagus, as you mentioned earlier, in March, the direct flight between Bali and Darwin started again. Now, how does this help Indonesians in Darwin and their families stay connected, sir?
Yes, this is a very good development, because before it was only managed by one airline. They call it Jetstar. Jetstar is the low-cost carrier from Australia who always who serve our people going to Indonesia 3 times a week. If I'm not mistaken, it's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But now, since the AirAsia come back, they serve on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Sorry, and Saturday. And then according to my observation and my colleague and the consulate, it's growing. The occupancy rate is growing, and not only the good things is there are more balance between the occupancy rate from Darwin to Denpasar, and from Denpasar to Darwin. So it's growing, and then I think it's good sign. And by this development, maybe we can promote to open another direct flight from Darwin to another part of Indonesia, either in western part of Indonesia, like maybe Surabaya or Semarang, or maybe they will go to Ujung Pandang, Ambon, Kupang, Mataram, Papua, something like that. So it will be a very bright future for people-to-people contact development in for between Australia and Indonesia, especially from Northern Territory to Indonesia, because most Australian people, if they want to gather now, if they want to spend their vacations, they prefer go to Bali now, or to other part of Indonesia, to Labuan Bajo or to Komodo Island, then they go to Sydney or to Melbourne or to Perth, because instead of it is cold, also it is very far, very long flight and expensive. This is advantage what we can be built from Darwin in the future.
All right, Mr. Consul, of course, we are fully supporting the effort to have more flights from Indonesia to Darwin, but we have one more last question for you, Your Excellency. We just want to know more about the highlights of the event you co-hosted in May, the Indonesia Northern Territory Business Conference, and what it means to the partnership between Darwin and Indonesia, especially today on the 80th anniversary of our independence, Your Excellency.
Well, this is a very strong sign, very strong event that show the relationship, especially in the term of business and mining sectors. Because on May, they come mining companies, delegation from Indonesia come to Darwin, to Northern Territory, how to assess the possibility for investment. And then last week, I just come back from Semarang. I accompanied the big delegation from Northern Territory go to Semarang to see the possibility of the mining and mineral processing in the Special Economic Zone in Batang. So it will be very strategic cooperation in the future in terms of mining. And one thing also from Darwin, we transit around 500,000 livestock, cattle to Indonesia to promote the food security in Indonesia. This is the best choice. It is closed, only 5 days shipping. Instead of if they bring they send livestock from another part of the world. And you know that Australia is very famous for this livestock quality. So there will be very good cooperation in the future. I'm very sure, inshallah, about that. And yes, of course, I need your support. I need your assistance. And thank you very much for your invitation for us to join this very respective program with TVRI work. This is very important for us to promote cooperation. And as you mentioned before that comparing to another city, Darwin is less known. And now it's time to promote them to people in Indonesia to know more about Darwin, about Northern Territory, about their potentiality in the future. This is my explanation.
All right.
Thank you so
great.
much, sir. Thank you, Pak Bagus, for the time that
Yes.
you share with us, explaining about our collaboration between Indonesia and Darwin. Thank you, sir, and Merdeka.
Merdeka.
Thank you very
Hopefully we'll
much.
see you
Thank
in
you very
Darwin,
much.
sir.
Merdeka.
Definitely.
Merdeka.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now.